With President Putin showing no signs of slowing down his attack on a sovereign Ukraine, even in the face of mounting and intensifying sanctions from the U.S. and its partners around the world, where does the conflict go from here? For some perspective, we turn now to Joanna Regulska, Vice Provost and Dean of Global Affairs at UC Davis, as well as a professor of gender and women's studies. Welcome to Fox 40 News at 11.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Joanna, this war is now just about 2 weeks old, with the targeting of civilians, not providing proper food and equipment to his own fighting forces. President Putin seems undaunted by any sanction, any of these conditions. What can we learn about what happens next from what's happened in past Russian invasions?
So many of you, I'm sure, and the viewers know that this is in many ways not the first time that President Putin and Russian leaders are invading another sovereign country. This has happened in Chechnya, this has happened in Georgia, there has been meddling in Armenia, Azerbaijan, there has been peacekeeping forces in Kazakhstan, there is Belarus taken over, and of course Ukraine for last 8 years. So it is a pattern, and the pattern is really ultimate goal is to expand the Russian Empire and to separate as much as possible Ukraine from NATO. So the war is taking place in Ukraine, and the suffering is taking place in Ukraine. But we also need to think about the much larger global political reshuffling that is taking place around the world. What we have learned from the past, if we look at the ground, is that clearly there will be numbers of refugees and IDPs, the internally displaced population, that will remain for years, if not for decades, in the very precarious conditions, living probably abroad or living in the unbelievably poverty with no possibility to rebuild their lives.
My goodness, it's such a distressing situation. Now, what's your assessment of what the U.S. has done to this moment to try and deter Putin from his goal of forced surrender in Ukraine? Just yesterday, the U.S. rejected Poland's offer to use an American base in Germany to replace its air resources with Russian-made fighter jets for Ukraine.
Well, I think it's what is happening right now, and what the moves have been absolutely correct, and it is the economic isolation of Russia. President Putin had assembled incredible reserves. So over the years, the oil, the energy, the natural resources have actually provided incredible reserves. These reserves went into several directions: into the Gulf, into China, into the oligarchs, to London, and into the military. And this is how the spread of the money that has been made has been really allocated. So right now, isolating Russia from money that are sitting in UK. And in fact, I must say that the United Kingdom is rather slow in cutting out, although the new oligarchs has been constantly added to the list. But cutting off the oil, and I think President Biden had done absolutely correct decision. This is not a great import and export, so Russian economy is actually not as powerful as I think everybody thinks about.
Okay.
Yet cutting those connections that we have are extremely important.
Your native Poland is trying to absorb what it can of this tragedy. I'm sure this is in addition to all that you've studied and all that you're an expert in, really pulling on your heartstrings since this is your homeland. 2 million refugees are on the move because of what Russia is doing. Can Poland handle what's happening here? Right now, today's estimates are that 1.6 million people have gone to just that one country.
Yeah, so Poland is right now accepting the largest number, and it's expected actually that Poland will accept around 40% of all Ukrainian refugees, which is a very large number. Host communities are in the initial period are providing enormous support, and it is very, very important. But host communities also began to run out of the resources, and the humanitarian response have to last for years to come. So this is the issue of access to housing, of cash, of medical services, and really building relationship with the host community. So often we don't think about that the actual need is into immediately invest into the infrastructure in those local communities, but also build the dialogue with the host communities, because this is a far longer, for years to come, relationship
It
that will
is.
have to develop.
All righty, Professor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.